I'm super excited because this morning I am going to be getting a little procedure that I've been wanting to do for like 2 years now. I'm going to be getting PDO threads, and I'm going to be lifting my eyebrows just a little bit here and doing a little bit of a thread pull here. And then I'm going to be getting just like my, semi-annual Botox everywhere, and then I'm going to be doing filler in my nose and in my jaw, which I've never had. I had jaw implants, but I never had jaw filler. Kind of stupid because I have no side profile. So I am really excited. So I'm going to take you with me now. First, we started with just drawing everything out. My biggest fear was in some of the videos that I'd seen, their eyes are super pulled up and it looks kind of gross. So we did a lot of drawing before just to make sure that the eyebrows were going more of a straight direction and not going like up. So we were just checking. She was making sure and showing me the whole time just to make sure that I really liked the way that my eyebrows would look. And then came the time to actually start doing the procedure. I will be honest, it did not feel good. Even with being numbed with anesthetic before, it was still a fairly painful procedure. Not because the doctor who did it wasn't great. She was really gentle and really careful to try to be as soft as she could be, but it's just the name of the game when you're getting a ton of needles stabbed in your face. What she's doing right here now for my cheeks is just making the entry point, and then they stick in the actual PDO threads. And doing it in the cheeks again was just really sensitive, even though I did get, how would you say that, anesthetized. I had the anesthesia before, but it really did not feel good. It's also so bizarre because you can see the points in time where the threads are like going through tissue. Like you can see it kind of like that, like just kind of go through, and you can see that it's like popping through like your tissue, any kind of scar tissue that's under there. So it's just the most bizarre feeling because even though you're technically numb, you can feel when it goes like when it's kind of going through all of that scar tissue or whatever is there kind of blocking the needle from going all the way through. So even though you are technically numb to any pain, you can feel when it does go through kind of those big places. And I am looking busted here. Like, I looked so bad after. Okay, so I just got back and I just wanted to recount really quickly how I'm feeling after before I forget. I'll be honest, like the PDO threads, they kind of hurt. Like even with the anesthetic, it was super uncomfortable to feel them going in my head, my cheeks especially. So it actually is like on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rank it at like a 5, quite possibly a 6 on the pain level. But I think they look good. It's hard to tell with all the bandages on. Nose, I love already. I think I got a side angle of it. I feel I'm a little worried. I'm always worried because I hate looking like I have a big jaw. And I always feel like filler does that to me, which is why I took out my jaw implants, but I guess we'll see. And the Botox will take like 2 weeks to kick in, so I'll update in a few days. This is day 3 of my PDO threads and the filler and everything. It looks really good. It didn't lift the eyes as much as I thought that it would, which is probably good because I was kind of afraid of it looking crazy. Pain is manageable with like Tylenol, but it is like super uncomfortable still, like all the little entry points. And sometimes if I make facial expressions, like I squint too hard, it like hurts really bad. But in terms of like just how it looks with everything, and it seems to be healing really well, I am super happy with it. So we'll see how it looks in a few days. Okay, so I am healing pretty well. I took off my band-aids here. You can see I'm still a little bit bruised, and I do still have the insertion mark. I'm keeping the ones on my eyebrows for now, but I am really happy with it. So one thing is that I feel like this eye is actually a little more lifted than this eye. But what can you do? It's not like you can go in. I mean, you probably can, but I don't want to because it actually is pretty painful. Do I look like a man? I think I look like a man. I am surprised how much it hurts, honestly. Like, this is a week out, and I'm still really sensitive. That's why I'm wearing this hairstyle, to like cover the marks still, which aren't super like noticeable, but without the band-aids, it's like dented in my eyebrows. But I do feel really good about it. I will do a final update when everything is completely all healed and settled. Okay, it has been about 10 days since I have had everything done, and this I feel like is pretty much the healed result. You can still see there's actually like a little bit of a tiny lump there, but there's not in this eye anymore, and I'm not really in any pain anymore. I can sleep on my side. I feel like everything is normal now, and I'm actually really happy with how everything turned out. I think it looks really pretty. I am glad that it is less extreme than being more lifted, but like kind of crazy looking. It's not as much as I wanted it to, which I had heard before, but I feel really happy. I feel like this part of my face, like I definitely feel like it kind of lifted my smile lines. So I do feel really happy about that. And I do love the nose filler. I don't know if you can tell much. I feel like you can see a lot more of the light on the nose, so I totally love it. I'm really happy with everything. But if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I will answer them as soon as I can. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.